Всем привет, с вами Антилар, продолжаю проходить Fallout 4 StoryWealth. В последних нескольких сериях я занимаюсь модом Sim Settlements 2. В прошлой серии я сделал квест It Came from Planet X, и сегодня я займусь продолжением основной квестовой ветки в моде Sim Settlements 2. Следующий квест называется Vim and Vigor, по которому мне нужно направиться в убежище 81, куда я сейчас и пойду. После завершения прошлой серии я вернулся в UH и поменял на оружие, которое у меня будет. Я взял ДКС-501, один из уникальных вариантов. И я взял Гатлинг Лазер Анклава. Это улучшенная версия обычного лазера. Посмотрим, как оно будет работать. Погнали. Мне нужно направиться в убежище 81 для этого квеста.
Ah, hello again. Is there anything I can help you with?
Can you take a look at these schematics?
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right, hand it over. I'll look. Oh, I know this device. It's the Vitamatic. The Vault's previous physician used it all the time. However, when Dr. Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such. Is that why you're here? For the Vitamatic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Even if we no longer use the device, it's a rare piece of technology. And despite all you've done for us, I can't just hand it over to you.
Maybe we can reach an agreement.
Ever since we opened the vault, our safety has been of chief concern. We routinely send out security patrols. But recently, one such patrol has yet to report in. She's not yet overdue, but still, I'm concerned. A mercenary crew resides in the area she was sent to scout, and they've caused trouble for us before. What I'd ask is that you find our wayward patrol and bring her safely back to the vault.
You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
Yes. I won't pretend to understand the politics of the Commonwealth, but it seems mercenaries are a necessary evil. This particular group has tried to establish dealings with us in the past, but negotiations soured. Still, they periodically try to make contact, and just recently they seem to have built a makeshift camp worryingly close to the vault.
Why are you so worried about her?
Because the individual sent on this patrol is my sister. Don't get me wrong, she's more than capable of fending for herself, but as an older brother, I worry.
Do you know where I can find her?
Yes. Her patrol route was between here and Forest Grove Marsh, so she's most likely still there. But with the mercenaries recently claiming that area, she may be in trouble. Hopefully I'm just worrying over nothing. But if you decide to do this, I'd advise caution.
Is there anything else I should know?
Forest Grove Marsh seems to be a magnet for what wastelanders call feral ghouls. So if you have some kind of feral repellent, be ready to use it.
There's more to this, isn't there?
Overseer McNamara, she insists on keeping the vault open. She couldn't be making a bigger mistake. It's too dangerous out there. I've been instructing our patrols to investigate and report on anything that might threaten us. But if my orders result in one of our own being hurt, or worse, I'm not sure I could live with myself. That's why I need you to look into this.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
No, good. Once you've found our missing patrol, report back to me and the Vitamatic is yours. Good luck.
Is it true that you came from another vault?
Не убрали маркер. Ладно.
This is the life, huh? It's not that big of a deal. Accidents happen.
Yeah.
Every time I leave the vault, it's the same speech. The Commonwealth is dangerous. You can't trust outsiders. Don't eat the food out there. I know Cedric means well, but... I mean, I know what I'm doing. I am a trained member of Vault Security. I even promised I'd keep a stash of backup gear out here, in case something ever went wrong. I think it'll be safe by that old bridge. I doubt anyone will check there. Oh, well, I suppose I should head back inside. There's not much to report today. Oh! Well, hold on a second. It's those mercs again. It's the same ones who've been hanging around Forest Grove. They're doing something by the reservoir. Oh, I'm gonna follow them. Maybe I can find out what they're up to.
I can't believe Austin almost died.
Hey.
Hard to tell by looking at him.
You're back. But I can't help but notice there's not a certain someone with you. What happened to the patrol?
Dead.
What? No. When she failed to report in, I knew something was wrong, but...
It's a cruel world.
Yes, extremely cruel. Despite the circumstances, you did as much as you could. I and the rest of the Vault are grateful for your assistance. The Vitamatic is yours. You'll find it in the Vault's clinic. Dr. Forsyth has been informed you have permission to take it. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I need to update the Vault's records.
Uh-oh.
Какая же херня.
Now, where did I put those screws?
Think you can hide?
Engaging hostile target.
Don't mind the robot, it won't hurt you. Or at least, I don't think it will. I found it slumped in a corner in the Vault-Tec building. Figure I'd repair it. Let it give me a hand bringing back all the stuff we found.
Please contact an authorized repair representative immediately.
I didn't quite get around to fixing its vocal processor. Maybe later. Right now we've got more important stuff to be getting on with. How'd things go with the Ron? You have anything interesting for us?
Good work on the robot. Very helpful.
Yeah, I thought so. It was real helpful in carrying everything back here. I'm thinking I'll keep it around. Use it to guard the place. Maybe teach it to play Blast Radius or something. But enough talk about the robot. I want to know how things went with the Ron. Did he have anything good for us?
Is everyone in the Commonwealth so goddamn crazy?
Yeah, the Ron's a character, all right. But after you get to know him, he's not so bad. So, what did the coolest cat in the Commonwealth have for us?
Take a look.
Hey, I've seen one of these before. It's a vigor tester, right? Lets you measure a person's qualities. How'd they make her so tiny? One I used was the size of a whole cabinet. Hey, hold still for a sec. This thing says you're as tough as nails. And I'd be inclined to agree.
I'm aware of that, yes.
Oh, come on. It's no fun if you don't play along. The Ron really found this for us, did he? Not bad. This'll come in real useful. Help us assign the right people to work the right jobs. Here, you should keep hold of this. I think you'll put it to better use than me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Besides, I'm betting you had to jump through more than a few hoops in order to get the thing. Only right you get to keep it.
Do you have any news?
Well, as you can see, I've been busy. I've been organizing everything we brought back from the Vault-Tec HQ. Including the most important thing, the Vault-Tec version of a comm hub. Or Vault Hub, as I started calling it.
Okay.
Actually, thanks to Vault Hub, I've already made some progress starting repairs to the real thing. Turn it on and I'll show you what I mean. I'm sure you remember that noise. What you're hearing there are radio signals from all the nearby ASAMs. Turns out that's how the sensors and the hub connect with each other. Kind of obvious when you think about it. Don't know how I didn't realize sooner.
I could see that.
Now, if you listen carefully, you can probably tell something ain't right. Seems Vault-Tec had problems with their hub's receiver module. We can't establish a stable connection. But, watch what happens when we bypass the crappy receiver in the Vault Hub and instead patch in the far superior comm hub version. Now that sounds a whole lot better, don't it? Clearly the receiver from the comm hub works just fine. And that little demonstration is how we can use the Vault Hub to start testing components of the Comm Hub. Through trial and error, we can swap out parts, find what works and what doesn't, what we need to repair and what we need to replace. It'll be a slow process, but worth it in the end. I think we're finally on the road to getting a working Comm Hub, and more out of our ASAMs.
How long will it take?
How long does a ghoul live? In other words, I don't know. It's probably gonna take a while. Oh, and by the way, thanks to that little patch job we just did, technically speaking, we're now connected to every ASAM sensor in the immediate area.
What does that mean?
This means we can now remotely send and receive data to any nearby ASAMs. So here, take this. That's the holotape you found, the one with the new plot types. Why don't you load into that terminal there?
Excuse me.
You wanted more out of the ASAMs? Well, congratulations. You just uploaded...
Отслеживающие инструменты. С обновлениями для прошивки ASM и Витоматиком теперь вы можете... Теперь вы получаете доступ к мощным устройствам отслеживания для нахождения предметов и поселенцев. Они могут быть использованы через менеджер, через холотейп менеджера города в разделе инструменты отслеживания. Также можно скрафтить специальные отслеживающие устройства в столе планирователя города.
Not too shabby, huh? Although, keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited, at least for the time being.
I'll take what I can get.
That's a healthy attitude to have in the wasteland. In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you'd like, we could go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
Can you tell me about them?
Sure, I could give you a brief summary. Overall, there are 4 new plots to build. There's one for stores, recreation, governance, and even defense.
How are you going to test it?
Same way we did last time. You put down a plot, and we'll see what it makes.
Okay. Show me.
I'd be more than happy to. And I know just the place. Here, let me just update your Pip-Boy. All right. I'll meet you at that settlement. Don't keep me waiting now.
Санкчуари. Почему у меня 2 галочки? Непонятно.
I just want to trade a few things.
You okay there?
I just want to trade a few things.
Hey, darling.
Yes?
Let's trade some things.
Hey.
Это зависло.
Can we trade a few things?
Yeah?
Yes?
Check out the new plots. After all, who better to tell us what they think about them than someone who'd be using them?
I'm excited to see what you got. Folks have already built a lot using the ASAMs. More options can only be good, right?
Depends.
What kind of response is that? More is always good. More food on the table, good. More bullets in your gun, good. More stuff for ASAMs to build, you better believe that's good.
All right, you know the drill by now. Pick a plot to test and put down a sensor.
Построить Commercial, Martial, Recreational плот 2 на 2. Power Armor Store. Невероятно. Carlos Junk Collection. Какой ужас. Я даже не знаю, что это такое. Блин, а получше ничего нет? Ля... Basic Artillery. Нормально. Just Artillery.
I've been around for a long time. Seen a lot.
Mini Memory Den. Вау. Невероятно. Эти 3 надо построить. Ага. Gear, Door, Placement, Helper. Old Hall Ends. Окей, ничего не понятно. Commercial плот 2 на 2. Recreational плот 2 на 2. Чё? Что-то ни хрена не происходит. А, ждать пока Джек.
Okay then. Let's build us some R&R. From what I've read, this type of plot gives folks somewhere to go after the working day's done. You know, somewhere they can take a load off. Maybe read a book or exercise or something.
I can tell you now, something like that would be a big morale boost.
It's stressful living in the Commonwealth. Sometimes you need somewhere to blow up a little steam.
Эта штука, чтобы повесить на дерево 2 людей, чтобы они там болтались. Будет 2 трупа висеть, да? 2 трупов тут нет. Какое-то говно, по-моему. Endurance training.
I want to trade a few things.
You okay
A
there?
morning stroll through the park, an afternoon pumping iron at the gymnasium, or a night on the town, rolling the dice with Lady Luck. Leisure is what keeps America smiling, and with Robco brand ASAM sensors, your citizens can now enjoy a multitude of pre-approved leisure activities. So, put up your feet, sit back and relax, because when it comes to wholesome recreation, Robco has got your back. Yes, Robco brand ASAM sensors, #1 in practical citizen placation, #1 in outstanding quality.
I can't honestly remember the last time I sat down and had a rest. Maybe I should be the first to use this. All right, what do you want to test next?
Ну. Так. Прикольно.
I'd like to trade some items.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hi.
If you got a minute, would you mind checking on my old buddy Amos? He lives in a shack not far from here, and I haven't heard from him in a spell. I'm starting to worry if something's happened to the old coot.
I suppose I can do that.
Much obliged. Here's where you can find him.
Commercial or Marshall plot. Оно не сработало, что ли? По-моему, оно не сработало. А, это тоже recreational plot. Мне надо какой-то из этих двух.
What's going on?
Нафиг ты сюда приперся?
Looking to do a little commerce, are we? All right then. Capitalism, who?
What's this you're building now?
Once it's done, this'll be the commercial plot. And it's pretty much what it says on the can. It'll allow folks to set up their own businesses. letting them sell wares to you, or anyone else who pays them a visit.
Oh, I'm sure the young lady who was kicking the ASAM would be happy to hear that.
Hey, there's a certain charm to a brick-and-mortar store. Or in this case, a scrap wood and corrugated steel store. Almost done here, I think. And... finished.
Выглядит как говно.
What's good today?
Announcing another amazing breakthrough, brought to you by Robco. Robco brand ASAM sensors can now allow your citizens the freedom to sell off excess assets without running afoul of Johnny Law. Robco's automated auditing software ensures correct sales tax is always applied and collected. Never again need you or your citizens fear a surprise visit from the taxman, thanks to Robco brand ASAM sensors.
Теперь Маршал плот.
Nothing like a little commerce. It's all looking good so far. Let's keep going.
С этим не цепляется, что ли? В чем проблема, блин? Муниципальные и военные участки требуют крышки. Вы можете заработать средства для городских сервисов, строя коммерционные участки. И убеждаясь, что у поселенцев есть все необходимое для улучшения домов, чтобы они могли платить больше налогов.
Nice choice. Let's get up some defenses. Raiders will have a hard time taking on somewhere with enough of these.
Oh? And why is that?
This plot will allow folks to set up proper defenses within the settlement. No more jury-rigged turrets and spotlights. Now we can have real watchtowers, guard posts, coordinated patrols, the whole shebang. It'll take folks with the correct skills to man them, but it'll be well worth the effort.
So, no more raider attacks?
Well, let's not give it too much credit. I'm sure some will still be dumb enough to try. But you should see a lot less attacks with a few of these. Just tighten this and... all done.
Невероятно. Смотрите, какой защищенный участок. Это пипец просто. Вау.
Robco is proud to present our most recent advancement in Robco brand ASAM sensor technology. Your citizens can now breathe easy, knowing their safety is being guaranteed with practical and cost-effective solutions. Thanks to Robco brand ASAM sensors, all true-blooded Americans can now volunteer their time to keep their communities safe for their fellow citizens. Robco brand ASAM sensors, securing America one community at a time. Brought to you in conjunction with Pulaski Preservation Services.
И?
All right. Everything seems to be going well so far. I'll admit, I was a tad worried this might not work. I mean, we are using the...
Кладбище. Ха-ха.
Vault hub to run these new plot types. How's everything look from your point of view? Nothing seems out of place or incomplete, does it?
Все участки выглядят неправильными.
Why do you ask?
This is the first time we're building these new plots, and we're using less than perfect hardware to do it. I just want to make sure nothing seems out of place or missing.
Выглядит как говно.
I don't know.
If you can't see anything wrong, then I guess that's good. What about you, old Paul? See anything that don't look right?
All looks good to me. But didn't you say you had 4 plots to show me? I'm only counting 3. Or are my cataracts playing up again?
No, you're right. We only put down 3 so far. But the last plot requires a little more explanation. So if you're ready, should we get on with it?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right, last but not least, we have the municipal plot. Go ahead and put down an ASAM for that. Oh yeah. Any bad guy should think twice before taking on a settlement with enough of these things. It's all looking good so far. Let's keep going.
Где это сунуть? Непонятно. Тут занято. Тут занято. Тут тоже. Тут тоже.
Okay then, last plot on the list.
Yeah, or maybe a really big septic tank or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, just gotta plug in this cable, and we're done.
Вау, какое же говно.
Public utilities? What a headache! Well, not anymore. Thanks to Robco. With Robco brand ASAM sensors, the needless complexities of city service infrastructure are over. No more worrying over balancing the power grid, ensuring sufficient drainage of waste, or the delivery of safe, clean drinking water. Yes, each of life's essentials available for all your citizens, courtesy of Robco. And remember, only Robco brand ASAM sensors can offer the versatility and stability your citizens crave. If it's not Robco, it's gotta go.
Yeah.
Just looking to trade a little.
Hey. All right, we're done. That's everything. But before we go wrapping things up, I gotta mention that these municipal plots seem a lot more versatile than the other types Robco released. Some of the building plans seemed like they could construct things for governance or even logistical facilities. Although we'll probably have to get the comm hub running right to make use of the real good stuff. But still, pretty nifty, huh?
What sort of good stuff are we talking about?
Things like provisioning, communication centers, pretty much anything associated with, you know, government type stuff. If you could picture a bunch of stuffed shirts sitting around big tables with papers everywhere, well, you're probably on the right track. But like I said, some of that stuff will have to come later down the line. However, there is at least one building plan we could use right now.
Sounds like a waste of time to me.
I know most folks don't exactly find administration or public management an exciting subject. But come on, give it a chance. Now, one of the plots we just tested was the commercial. And commerce means caps. So it might be a good time to talk about taxes.
Caps are pretty important.
Damn straight. Caps keep you happy and a settlement running. Now, I know it may seem boring or even greedy, but taxes really are important. Our settlements are growing, and it's going to take caps to keep generators humming. Gasoline ain't exactly growing out the dirt. As always, you did great work. Thanks to you, the people of the Commonwealth can look forward to things being just that little bit better now.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, speaking on behalf of those living in the Commonwealth, I gotta say thank you. All these new types of ASAMs, it's a little overwhelming to think what we could do with them.
Glad you're happy, Paul. If you could tell others what you saw here, spread the word around, that'll be a big help.
You can count on old Paul. I'll get right on it.
So, tell me, darling, how does it feel to have every plot type at your disposal? You're now free to build pretty much whatever you like. As long as it's not too far away.
Why is that?
We're primarily running off the Vault Hub right now. Compared to the real thing, it's not that advanced. So its broadcast range is fairly limited. It can't reach far enough to update all ASAMs with the new plot data. But once we get the comm hub running instead, I don't think we'll have that problem anymore. Just one more reason for me to get on that.
I need more.
Once the comm hub's actually running, we should be able to build the new plots anywhere. Say, now that we've got all these ASAMs placed, I wonder if we could get some real-time communication working. You know, two-way radio. I'm gonna head back to the hardware store. I want to look into this. Swing on by when you're free. I'll have something to show you.
Sure thing.
I'll catch you later, darling.
Все, на этом я наконец могу закончить серию. Это похоже какое-то хранилище воды. И сейчас я обойду всех, кто потенциально может дать побочный квест. В следующей серии будем поделать побочный квест. Всем спасибо, с вами был Антилар, всем пока.